Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am your teacher Simin Amir and today I am here again with a new lecture. I hope everything is going well at your side. Let's start today's lecture. This is my lecture number 13 for grade Pre-O and today we have a geography class. We have already started with chapter number 7 and chapter number 7 is agricultural development. So today we are going to start with page number 109 on your book, and the topic is main crops. So the main cultivated crops of Pakistan are wheat, barley, rice, maize, millet, cotton, brassica, jute, tobacco, sugarcane, sugar beet, mung and mash, lentil, chickpea, linseed, chilies, onion, garlic, coriander, turmeric, tomatoes, potatoes, fruits, and many vegetables. The tremendous diversity of crops in Pakistan has been documented in a new publication that will foster more effective and targeted policies for national agriculture. The most important crops are wheat, sugarcane, cotton, and rice, which together count for more than 75% of the value of total crop output. Pakistan's largest food crop is wheat. Wheat. Wheat is a grass crop widely cultivated for its seed, a cereal grain which is a worldwide staple food. Wheat is the best of the cereal foods and provides more nourishment for humans and any other food source. Wheat is a major diet component because of the wheat plant's agronomic adaptability, ease of grain storage, and ease of converting grain into flour for making edible, palatable, interesting, and satisfying foods. So in Pakistan, wheat is a staple food, regular diet that we are using in a regular use. Wheat is a staple food used in the manufacture of bread, roti, and a variety of baked products. Low grades of wheat and byproducts are the secondary products or the leftover products of the flour milling. The flour milling are used as feed for livestock. Flour milling means like the grinding of the wheat into flour. So when we are grinding them, there are some byproducts that can be used as a fodder for animals. The canal irrigated areas of Punjab and Sindh meet most of the requirement for wheat. The temperature is favorable from October to May. The soil is rich in alluvium and the land is flat or undulating. Undulating means like a bit ups and downs, where the land is having a bit ups and downs. However, the waterlogged area of the Indus plain are not suitable for the cultivation of wheat. Waterlogged area means like this, where there is a stagnant or the stagnant water. Because wheat is a rabi crop and it does not require much water. In some parts of KPK and Potwar Plateau, where winter rainfall is sufficient and the dissected landscape means like divided between the streams, and some of the streams like they cut the land. So there's a dissected landscape makes irrigation difficult. Wheat is grown on Barani, rain-fed lands. Barani land means rain-fed land, the land that only depends on rainfall, which do not require any irrigation. Wheat is grown in very few areas of Balochistan and on a limited scale. Infertile soil, rugged means like rough or uneven topography, and limited water supply do not support the cultivation of wheat. Cultivation of wheat. The wheat seeds must be sown in about 4 to 5 centimeters inside the soil. Always put the seeds in rows and maintain a spacing of 20 to 22.5 centimeters between the rows. Planting or sowing the seeds in the right time is also important, as delaying sowing can cause a gradual decline in production. In Pakistan, in October to December, after plowing the field, the wheat seeds are sown directly into the ground. Unlike rice, wheat does not need a lot of water. Most of the farmers irrigate the land twice. The first irrigation is done 1 month after sowing, and the second irrigation takes place 1 month before harvesting. Harvesting means the cutting of the prepared crop. Wheat is harvested after 3 months. At this time of harvesting, a lot of labor is required. Chaff is separated from the grain. Chaff is the husks, the secondary product, or we can say the byproduct of the wheat. The grain is then stored by the farmer for the use of his family or transported to the market. The yield of wheat has gradually increased in Pakistan with the introduction of new wheat varieties and improved farming methods. There is some improvement in the water management system to cut down water losses from the canals to the fields. Chemical fertilizers are becoming more widely used, and the government is providing loan on easy installments to purchase agriculture machinery like tractors. So mechanization is very important for the efficient production of wheat. Then to increase wheat production, a support price is also implemented. The support price means like a minimum price that is guaranteed to a farmer, and this is this decision should be taken by the government. However, despite the government's efforts, Pakistan is rarely self-sufficient in wheat because of ever-increasing population, gradual decrease in cultivable area due to waterlogging and salinity. Some of the requirements for its cultivation is in the seedling and the sowing of like raised bed seed sowing, spacing maintained row to row like 25 centimeter, plant to plant 5 centimeter. Sowing was done by broadcasting in the row, and time of sowing it's like first week of November, and seed rate 100 to 120 kg per hectare. Some of the wheat facts in Pakistan are like the total area is 8.2 million hectares. Production is about 22.0 million tons, and average grain yield is 2.5 tons per hectare. Dependence of 80% of the farmers and 40% of the cropped area contribute a quarter of the total crop sector value added. Wheat cultivation on Barani farm. Barani land means like a rain-fed area where there is no canal irrigation. Growing wheat in rain-fed Barani conditions is being practiced in many countries which are getting more yield than in ours due to adoption of better management practices. Cultivation of the crop in rain-fed areas involves preservation of moisture, the crucial growth factor for crops from rainfall. Barani areas means dry land areas which are not served by canal irrigation. Without canal irrigation, agriculture production is precarious and poverty is pervasive. Punjab Barani tract is spread over 13 districts of Punjab. Wheat is cultivated on Barani small-scale subsistence farms of the Potwar Plateau and Upper Indus Plains. As irrigation facilities are not used, the whole cultivation process is adjusted according to the seasonal rainfall and temperature. Sowing begins in the dry season of October to December when the average temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. As the rainfall is from 13 to 32 millimeter, the seeds get little moisture when the growing period starts. The temperature drops further to 8 degrees Celsius in the January, and rainfall increases to 34 millimeter in January and 60 millimeter in March. The wheat crop grows in rainfall from western depressions, which is in light showers which are absorbed into the soil. In the cutting or the harvesting period, which is May to April, temperature rises from 25 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius, which helps in ripening of wheat, like maturity of the wheat. A little rainfall in April, which is about 37 millimeter, helps in swelling the wheat grain. There are some geographical requirements for wheat cultivation, like it's like prefer areas with cool, moist weather during growing period, followed by dry, warm weather, and the optimum temperature range for ideal germination of seed, which is like 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Areas with warm and damp climate are not suited for wheat growing. So the temperature, like mild temperature, which is 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius at the time of growing, and warm 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius for ripening the maturity of the crop. It needs at least 90 days, and preferably for better varieties, 120 days growing period with mild moist weather. In a rainfall, it requires moderate rainfall, not really high, not really low, moderate rainfall. A little rain just before the harvest swells the grain and ensures a better yield. Mostly depends on irrigation. Only Potwar Plateau and some parts of KPK are rain-fed or Barani regions. And the soil lies like moderately stiff, loamy, or clay soil. Stiff, loamy means like hard, fertile soil with humus. Humus is like the decomposition of plants and organic matters into the soil. And clay soil, like soil that holds some moisture but does not thrive if there is stagnant water. Stagnant water means standing water, which is like waterlogged areas. Also required flat or undulating ground to facilitate the use of machinery. Flat, plain, undulating means like a bit rise and downs in a land, so that can facilitate the use of machinery. So mechanization is possible then. Land must be well drained, like it should not be, there should not be standing water in the ground, so that must be well drained. Varieties of wheat. At present, 90% of the area under wheat cultivation is given to high-yielding varieties, high-quality varieties. The yield per hectare of these is about twice that of local or desi varieties. Maxi Pak is one of the most widely used varieties in Pakistan. Research centers have been set up by the government to undertake research on high-yielding varieties of wheat. So I think this is enough for today's lecture. Here is your assignment. You have to do only one question, that is on page number 131 of unit 7. And this is question number 5 with its A, B and C parts. This is like study figure 7b, which shows the months when wheat is grown by the Barani method. So figure 7b is given on the same page. How much rain fell in the wettest month? You have to give your answer. Then the part B is describe the Barani method of wheat cultivation with reference to the temperature and rainfall shown on the same figures, figure 7.7b. And the part C is explain why crop yields may be low when subsistence farming methods are used. And second part is to what extent can training and land reforms be successful in increasing agricultural production? Now this is your assignment. You have to do this assignment in your neat notebook, and please do write today's date and day and make a margin line, and must maintain your index. Thank you so much, dear students, for watching this video. I hope everything will be clear now, and I hope every one of you will complete your notebooks with all your previous work, as hopefully this is our last online class, and we will inshallah meet in school again on 1st of February. Please take great care of yourself and please stay at home. Don't go outside because still we have a problem of this pandemic disease. We have a danger of this pandemic disease. So we should take precautionary measures and please stay at home. And if still you have any problem, any query, you can ask me anytime, even in school. So we'll meet up again in school inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.